Okay, hello everybody, and welcome to Nara. Of course, this is in Nara Prefecture. We have beautiful weather today. So we're going to take a walk around this area and show you a few things. Before we begin, I want to show you we have a special guest today.
Hello.
This is Maiko, and we're going to walk around today and show you a few things here in Nara. So let's begin. So there you can see a Starbucks.
Yeah.
Of course, it has interesting architecture to blend in with this ancient city. And down there, that is called Nara Machi. Nara Machi is the old historic center of Nara. So we're going to take a little tour of this temple here. This is this is Nanendo, and we're going to see Kofukuji. And let's go up the stairs. We have an excellent day. It's a little chilly, but beautiful blue skies. So these are called juzu, right?
Jizo.
Jizo. These are called jizo. And they have this red bib. And that is for women not to have a miscarriage. Maybe? To have a healthy delivery? Yeah?
Some of them.
Okay.
Not every.
So that's quite common. You can see that at a lot of temples. Have you been here before?
No.
No? Me neither. So this is our first time we're going to experience this together. Look at that. That's a pagoda. And it has 3 stories, a 3-story pagoda. All right.
Let's go over there.
Okay. Okay, so Nara was the first permanent capital of Japan. And it was established as the capital in the year 710. In the year 710. So very, very ancient history here. And this is kind of like a temple complex that we're visiting. So it's more than just one building. It's several buildings that we're going to see.
Oh, there's a deer.
Yeah. And this temple actually used to have 150 buildings. But today, there are just a few buildings, but they're very impressive, I think. I don't know.
I don't know. See?
We'll see. So this is a hexagonal shaped building. And going back to ancient Chinese culture, the number 8 is for good luck, so maybe 8 sides. And look.
Hello.
So Nara is very, very famous for these deer. And they are tame. They will not attack people in general. You can see they're very used to seeing humans. And you can actually buy some snacks and feed the deer. And actually this shot that I'm giving you right now is very classic Nara. You got the deer and the pagoda. Oh, that's classic. This is the classic image of Nara right here. Okay, let's go. So again, the name of this place is Kofukuji, and it was built by the Fujiwara clan. And the Fujiwara clan was maybe the richest, most powerful clan at that time. And this was their family temple. And a lot of this was built in the year 710, when Nara became the first permanent capital of Japan. So when we say the capital of Japan, we're basically saying that is where the emperor lives. And that is in the Constitution of Japan. Of course, today the emperor lives in Tokyo, so the capital is Tokyo. But back in 710, I think that was the Heian era, maybe. The emperor lived here. Then he moved around a little bit, and then he moved to Kyoto, and he lived there for many years. And then I believe in 1868, the Meiji era, he moved to Tokyo. All right. Unfortunately, we can't go in. Some of the buildings are closed because of the pandemic. So this pagoda is different than the first one we saw. That was a 3-story pagoda. And this one is 5. It's huge. So this pagoda is 50 meters tall. And that would be about 164 feet. Yes. So this is the second tallest pagoda in Japan. It's 50 meters. The tallest is 57 meters, and that's in Kyoto. And it's called Toji. But this is the number 2 tallest pagoda, and it is huge. And it is made completely of wood, right? Yeah, so there's no concrete. And what about nails? Did they use nails?
I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe no nails. It was just completely built with Japanese traditional technology. Of kind of like Legos, or not Legos, but like Lincoln Logs. They have really advanced technology for connecting blocks of wood. And I believe that's a UNESCO World Heritage, intangible World Heritage. I can't believe I've never been here. I've been to Nara. Yeah, Todaiji is by far the number 1 temple. Everybody goes to see the big Buddha. But wow, this is very impressive. All right, so here's a map. Can you show us where we are? Okay.
And we come from down. There's a lake.
Yeah, the lake was down there.
There we go.
We came up, we saw that 3-story pagoda. Okay. What does ko mean? Kofukuji. Do you know? So this is the name in Japanese and English. This is Kofukuji. So my question is, what does this mean, ko? Fuku means happiness. Ji means temple. So what is this ko? Leisure? Pleasure. Okay. Yeah. It means pleasure. Pleasure, happiness, temple. Sounds good. Good place to be. All right. So Maiko is our translator and our history expert. You can see there's a lot of English, and Nara has many international tourists. In fact, we just ate at a really delicious restaurant, and they had an English menu there. Okay, you can pause this if you want to read the details. But yeah, it's a history of more than 1,300 years. And Kofukuji is one of Japan's oldest and most famous Buddhist temples. So you can read the rest if you want. I feel kind of lazy today, so it's Saturday. So that 5-story pagoda there, that is kind of the symbol of Nara. Any kind of tourist brochure, information, website, it's always the deer and that pagoda. Oh, this deer has antlers.
Oh, yeah.
He needs a haircut.
It's my first time to see it.
Yeah, normally the deer don't have antlers, so I'm kind of afraid. And he's coming. Yeah, shika senbei. So senbei is kind of like a rice cracker. And these rice crackers are specifically made for the deer. And so you can get a packet here for about $2, 200 yen. These deer know they're hungry. So I would definitely recommend coming to Kofukuji. You have to see the pagoda. That's the symbol. You see the deer here. Of course, you have to go to Todaiji to see the big Buddha. And then that whole area is a park, Nara Park, Nara Koen. It's a good place to see cherry blossoms, and I think even the plum trees. So the deer can get a little aggressive. If they know you have the rice crackers, they're coming for you. This is Kencho Mai. So this is the prefectural capitol building. You can see the bus stop. They use the traditional design. So yeah, Nara, the city of Nara is the capital of Nara Prefecture. Nara Prefecture is extremely old. If you're interested in Japanese history, this is maybe the #1 place to visit, maybe. Because it goes all the way back to the Jomon period, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Jomon period, that would be the first emperor. It goes back to kind of like the how do you call it, like caveman, the prehistoric times, where all they had was fire. If you're interested in that, it's an area called Asuka and Sakurai. You can see some of the ancient burial tombs there too. And that area used to be called Yamato. Yamato then kind of became the name of Japan, right? That was the first name of Japan. Yamato. So this area is really good for agriculture. The land is really flat. There are some hills. It's very good for agriculture. Over there you can see a Starbucks. And I'm not a coffee drinker, and I'm not a fan of Starbucks. But I really respect Starbucks. They do really good job. Yeah, they do a really good job in Japan with the architecture. So we saw the Starbucks at the beginning of this video, and that was kind of wooden, had a wooden facade. And this one is very different. You can see it almost looks like a library or like a museum, a modern, yeah, very modern. And it blends so naturally with the government buildings here. It blends very naturally. It's hard to tell where the government buildings begin and end, and where that Starbucks begins and ends. That's really cool. Yeah, okay. So we started there, Sarusawa Ike, which is a pond, and then went to the 3-storied, yeah, pagoda. Yeah, so this whole area here, this is Nara Park. This whole area here. And there are tons of deer here. And then of course you can see Todaiji and the Daibutsu Den Hall is the big Buddha that's so famous. We're not going to Todaiji. We're not going to Todaiji today. I think everybody goes there if you come here. So.
Why don't we go to this one?
Okay.
Ukimido. It's so good.
Sounds good. So Michael recommends that we go to Ukimido Pavilion and Sagi Ike Pond. I've never been there.
No, me neither.
All right, Michael's never been there. I've never been there.
Here or which way?
Let's go straight and take a right. Yeah. Just keep going.
Is it so? Different Todaiji.
Okay. Yeah, they have the map.
Here.
Yamato, maybe?
Heijokyo.
So you can see here, Heijokyo. And 11 years ago, in the year 2010, they celebrated their 1300th anniversary. Wow.
They said it's 710.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So yeah, Nara was founded in the year 710. And you can see kind of an old map here. There's a deer coming down here.
Artistic.
Yeah. So the deer are multilingual. They speak Japanese, English, I think Chinese, and Korean, I believe. So they can definitely understand what you're saying.
Right. レースお水取り。
Yes. And maybe the most famous festival in Nara is called Omizutori, which is kind of like drawing the water out, I guess, is a translation of Omizutori. And it's held at Todaiji Temple. And it looks like they're having the festival this year, which the festival is usually in March.
I think for the exhibition.
Yeah, this is for the exhibition. This is the Nara National Museum. I actually went to that festival.
I've never been there.
Yeah. I went there back in 2006. And at that time, I didn't know anything about Japan. I didn't know anything. I was there, it was so crowded. It was one of my first times to see that many people. It was cold. And it was exciting. You think they will have it this year?
I haven't checked it. I don't know.
So this is the Nara National Museum. And you can see it's actually Western architecture.
Again.
Yeah, it's a really nice building.
It's my first time to see it.
Okay. Nara is very convenient. So if you go to Osaka or Kyoto, it's a very easy train ride, or even if you come by car, maybe 30 minutes, 1 hour.
From Hakata is 40 minutes.
Yeah. And also, Nara Prefecture is not in a state of emergency. So we're safe here. We are definitely safe here. So right now it is only Kyoto Prefecture, Osaka Prefecture, and Hyogo Prefecture in the Kansai area.
This is a
National Museum, yeah, the Nara National Museum. And Nara is a perfect place for a day trip. It's not too big. You can walk around from the station and you can see here everything. Of course, everything is in English. And within 1 or 2 kilometers from the station, you can see all the museums and temples. Konnichiwa. Wakanai.
Make you happy.
Thank you. Yeah, so in tourist cities like this, they always have these people who can do the traditional carriage, I guess, carriage. Jinriksha. And they actually pull you. It's not motorized. They actually pull you, and they're really, really strong. They have strong legs and arms, and they know all about the history, so they can tell you everything, answer your questions. And he spoke English. There's a little, maybe a bus that goes in a loop, hits all the tourist sites. So yeah, if you stay in Kyoto, for example, you can easily take an express train, come here, spend the day here, and go back to Kyoto for the night. So it's the same for Osaka. I think the Kintetsu or JR. So of course right now we are in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic. International tourists are, I haven't seen any, maybe just 1 or 2. But I don't think they're tourists, maybe they live here. Okay. Yeah. Toraji. And Mount Wakakusa is a really nice place. You can have a nice view of the city. And of course they have deer up there. There you can see Kofukuji. We came from there. The station, Kintetsu Station, the National Museum. This is really the crossroads. You can see everything from this intersection. The farthest thing is the station, 1.1 kilometer. You can see the vending machines blend in with the deer, same color. Oh, little baby deer. A doe? Maybe? So is there anything else famous from Nara? Kasuga Taisha. Okay, what's a shrine? Yeah. Todaiji, the big Buddha. Yeah, and of course the park. Ah, yeah. Horyuji, yeah. And that's outside the city center. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Where's... Okay, yeah, we go straight. Okay, we go straight and to the right. Okay. Yeah. That goes to a botanical garden. Kasuga Taisha. All right, let's go. Ukimido. It's a beautiful park. It looks like more deer than humans, right? Ah, the deer crossing there, holding up the traffic. Look at that. Wow. It's like going on a safari. Yeah, yeah, so this is the support system for wisteria. Fujidana. So Fuji is the name of wisteria in Japanese, and Dana would be this kind of support system. So Fujidana. And so Fuji come into bloom in May. Of course, it's January, late January right now, so it must be really beautiful.
Look at that. Maybe there's a plum.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so the plum trees are starting to come into bloom. Some of the earliest blooming varieties are starting to sprout. I can see some people taking pictures. Yeah, the white variety. Oh, Oshiko. It doesn't.
Okay.
There. So maybe the most common color is kind of like a dark pink color. But there's a light pink, and these are white. A beautiful view of it doesn't move. Anyway, you can see a view of the mountains. It's not really mountains, kind of tall hills, mountains, maybe. Wow, so many deer. It's really frustrating. And in Japan, there are always maps. They do a really good job of putting up information in maps, especially in tourist areas. So you can see we're here. Okay, and we're right here. Ukimido Pavilion.
Can go around. I don't know.
Yeah, let's just take a walk around the pond. The deer of Nara Park are wild animals. They can occasionally attack people, so please be careful. They bite, kick, butt, and knock down. That's scary. But if they do that, it's the human's fault, probably.
Exactly.
It's not that the deer are wild. It's that the humans are wild.
Go around there.
Yeah. So there's the pavilion.
Watch out.
So this is, one more time, Ukimido. And U is a type of bird, right? Cormorant, I think. Ukai, right? The U, different.
The float.
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 Ah, okay, okay. So floating, sea, and do would be pavilion, I guess. So yeah, it looks like it's floating. It looks like it's floating pavilion. Over analyzing, it's just Ukimido. There's nobody here.
Peaceful.
It's so peaceful. It's a little dry. Ukimido. It's fun to say. Ukimido. Nice.
It's very peaceful.
It's super nice, super peaceful. Wow, we have this all to ourselves. And there's some more wisteria over there, maybe. Fuji Dana? Yeah.
There's a white thing.
Yeah. Maybe a crane?
I don't know. Sagi. I don't
Sagi. It's a sagi. There it is.
know. Shirasagi.
Shirasagi. Does it have 8 sides?
6 of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
This hexagonal shape.
Good number.
Again, it's in ancient Chinese culture, which came to Japan. The number 8 is the lucky number. You can see the hexagon right here in the middle. It's a lucky number. The 8 directions. Okay. Okay, well, I think we're going to stop the video right now. And if we see something interesting, we may make another video. We may not. I don't know. So, anyway. Anything you want to say? Any message? No?
No.
No? Okay, Michael doesn't have a message. So, anyway, just want to say, hope you enjoyed it. And
Yeah.
this is a little taste of Nara. And of course, we didn't go to Todaiji. That's probably the #1 place to go. But yeah, come, enjoy, see the deer, take a walk, and enjoy the ancient history of Japan. Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.